Greetings, everybody. Just want to make this video. I'm super sick. A couple of weeks ago, I saw a concert, not live, but on YouTube, of the new Black Flag lineup. Not Flag featuring the original members, but the new Black Flag with Greg Ginn on guitar, the Gen Z Black Flag, right, with the other three members. And of course, naturally, Max Zanelli, the singer, is going to get a lot of comparisons with the previous singers. At first, I want to show you something really cool. So I've been listening to Black Flag for a long time, and this is actually my original CD from high school. I sent away to SST for it. It took forever to get to my house. Greg Ginn probably sent this to me by hand. And it came with this corner of the case missing. So, damaged, came to me in the mail, damaged. That's sort of funny. Here's the back. And then the inside with I always loved the red on black font. It's super cool. Then you look on the inlay card, lyrics. I've read this lyric sheet hundreds and hundreds of times. It's one of my all-time favorite albums. And so, because this is the album that, it's actually the first one that Rollins recorded with Black Flag, this is how I knew Black Flag. I didn't even know about the Nervous Breakdown EP or the Keith Morris days or Des Cadena singing till years later, okay? So I finally got around to hearing the new version of Black Flag, right? And obviously the big the big spotlight's on Max Zanelli, the lead singer, right? Can she pull this off? Because remember, she has the same job right now that Henry Rollins had. You know? I mean, that's like, getting some kind of teaching job that some famous professor, like, professor, head lecturer of physics at Harvard University. It was held by, what I mean, by someone famous, and then you get it. That's some pretty big shoes to fill, but you have to figure too that she wouldn't have gotten the task or job, if you will, if she wasn't up for it. In using comparative language here, it's really important, I think, not to do that. It's natural to compare, though, like, the new era versus the classic eras of Black Flag, but we do it so often with these old bands, like, Sublime has Brad Nowell's son now, and even though it's progeny, right, it's not the same. But why would it be? And it's not necessarily, sometimes it is better or worse. Objectively, I might argue, but a lot of times you just have to take it for what it is. Excuse me, you have to take it for what it is. I like Max Zanelli. I think she's awesome. And I think, though, it's different. She's singing songs that are, some of which are almost 50 years old, and in a different era, to a different audience, different cultural climate, different social climate. She doesn't have to worry about skinheads coming to the concert and like beating her up, really, or objects being thrown at her or getting kicked and scratched and spat on, and all the stuff that Rollins had to go through in order to actually make these songs legendary, right? So she has an advantage there. She can do it, but she doesn't have to do it under those situations. Performance-wise, I think she sounds really good. There's something that happens, there's a certain like aggression that happens in her voice, and it's like a timbral thing. I cannot describe it because I haven't really heard it before, but it's like when she peaks in certain songs and certain lyrics, her she captures like the tension required of these songs because it's natural within her voice. Maybe Greg heard that too when he first heard her sing. I don't know, but I think she's great. I think the whole band is awesome. Um, all things considered, but to call it karaoke, Black Flag and stuff, no, that's not fair. It's not gonna sound the same, you know. Especially, it's insulting to Max Sinelli as a vocalist. She's wonderful. I really like her a lot. Um, and it's interesting too, like to see the stages. Like, you know, I checked out a few clips from certain concerts over the last couple of years, and you know, she's growing into her style on stage. It's really cool to see. So anyway, I just wanted to comment on the Black Flag thing because I'm a longtime fan. Check it out. I mean, geez, my nose. So I like it. Maybe you will too. All right, so I'm gonna go take some vitamin C.